Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the part 2 of my Singapore vlog. If you haven't watched part 1, please go and check in the link below. In this video, I'll share you some more information that would be helpful for your trip to Singapore. So here you go.
So the first thing is to know your city. Once you start planning your trip, get yourself familiar with the city map. To the northeast, you will see the Changi airport. Then if you come to the south and east area, you will see the downtown where you have most of the attractions. You can see Marina Bay Sands, Singapore Flyer, Marlian, Garden by the Bay, Chinatown. Towards central north, you will find Little India, Mustafa Center and Singapore Botanical Garden. When you come further down, you will find Sentosa Island, which is connected to the city by a bridge. You will find most of the attractions like Universal Studios and Sea Aquarium here. How many days are enough? I would say it depends on your budget actually. There are so many things to explore here. If you are coming for the first time, I feel 7 days is good enough. For a more relaxed vacation, I would suggest 8 to 10 days of stay. I was there for 8 days and I took 1 day only for shopping and relaxing. Here is a 7-day itinerary based on my experience. Day 1, you can plan for Changi Airport, Little India and Chinatown. Once you arrive Singapore and clear your immigration, you can keep luggage in luggage counter and then start exploring the airport. Jewel opens around 10 am. It will take minimum half a day to explore attractions in Changi Airport. You can spend some time in the Canopy Park, Bamboo Forest, Butterfly Garden, etc. Once you explore the airport, you can go to Terminal to MRT station, buy Easy Link card there and go to your hotel by MRT. If you are staying near Little India, you can start exploring the neighborhood there. You can visit Sri Birama Temple and the colorful buildings around Little India. You can go to Mustafa Center, buy some food and grocery there. You can exchange your currency there. Then you can take a MRT to Chinatown, visit the famous Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, Sri Mariamman Temple, Chinatown Street Market, Pagoda Street, Chinatown Bridge, and then if you feel exhausted due to overnight flight, you can go back to your hotel and take rest. But if you still have time and energy, you can go to Clarke Quay, which is next to Chinatown, and explore Singapore nightlife. You can also take boat rides there. Places like Chinatown, Bugis, Orchard Street, Clarke Quay, Marina Bay Sands, better explore during night. So if you have extra time left in any day, you can try to cover some of these places. On day 2, I would suggest to spend the full day in Garden by the Bay. Start early in morning after breakfast. Get down at Bayfront MRT station. Go to Floral Fantasy, which is just beside the MRT station. You can easily spend 1 hour here. After that, head to Cloud Forest, which is 10-minute walk from Floral Fantasy. It will take around 2 to 3 hours to cover the entire Cloud Forest. Then you can go to Flower Dome, which is just next to Cloud Forest. Have your lunch, then spend the evening around Garden by the Bay. You can check garden view of Marina Bay Sands and Singapore Flyer from here. In the evening, watch the Garden Rhapsody, which is a light and sound show that happens twice every day at 7:45 and 8:45 pm. This has no entry fee. If you still have time and energy, you can go to Bugis Street for shopping. On the third day, you can cover Sentosa Island. Take MRT to Harbourfront Station. Then take the cable car ride from Harbourfront Tower 2 and reach Sentosa Island. You can spend the entire day exploring Sentosa, Madame Tussauds, Sea Aquarium, Adventure Water Park, Sentosa Marlian, and in the evening you can go to the colorful light and leisure show, Wings of Time. You can plan to stay 1 night in Sentosa. Hotels are slightly expensive, but I would suggest to save your energy going back and forth to the city. You can spend 1 night in Sentosa, then explore Universal Studios and day 4. Make sure to reach early as some of the rides have long queues. You should not miss Revenge of Mummy,
Mine for all eternity.
Transformers Battle of the Giants, Jurassic Park, Battlestar Galactica, Enchanted Airways, Disneyland, Shrek 4D Adventure. There are so many things to do. You can spend the entire day, also the evening here. But if you still feel you have the time and energy left in the evening, I would suggest go for shopping, maybe around Orchard Street. You can keep the day 5 more relaxing. Spend the morning in Arab Street if interested. Then you can go to Art Science Museum. You can easily spend 2 hours here. Then you can go to Singapore Flyer and then Moreland Park in the evening. If you still have more time, you can also go to Marina Bay Sands Sky Park Observatory Deck and enjoy evening with lavish dinner. Day 6 you can keep for Singapore Zoo. I didn't go there as I was not interested in zoo, but if you are an animal lover, Singapore Zoo is a must visit for you, as it is world's best zoo and you can spend your entire day here. Also there is night safari for you which opens at 7:15 p.m. If you are a nature lover, you can keep the last day for Fort Canning Park, Singapore Botanical Garden, National Orchid Garden, etc. But if you are not into nature, you can still have plenty of places to explore, like the ice cream parlor, National Gallery, Old Hill Police Station, Japanese Park, Chinatown Bridge, Chinese Garden, and much more. You can pick as per your interest area. I would suggest you keep some buffer on the last day as you can cover anything that you have missed out. This was all about a 7-day itinerary. For a 5-day itinerary, I would suggest you skip day 3 and day 7 and cover the rest, or you can choose based on your preference. Now coming to the most interesting part, food. Even though they claim that Changi Airport is open 24/7, but actually most shops and restaurants will be closed in the night. They will open only after 10 a.m. So if you are arriving early in the morning, make sure to carry some snacks with you. In the city, there are many hawker centers where you can get very good non-vegetarian options, but vegetarians will have a tough time here. Yes, most of the hawker centers, even McD's, do not have vegetarian options here. If you prefer Indian vegetarian food, better to stay close to Little India. Here you will find Indian restaurants like Anand Bhavan, Kailas Parbat, and all kind of Indian food and groceries available here. Apart from Little India, most other areas in Singapore do not have Indian food option. It is very difficult to get vegetarian food here. I had to occasionally try Chinese vegetarian restaurant like Putkai and some side dishes in McDonald's, which turned out to be good. But if you are a vegetarian, better to carry your own snacks, especially if you are going to place like Universal Studio or Sentosa. You will hardly find any vegetarian option, so better to carry your own snacks. Now how to optimize your travel? You can download MRT map from the given link. Check the different MRT lines and their colors. You can also know some of the popular spots and the nearest MRT stations. Though Singapore is pedestrian friendly, you actually have to walk a lot to enter and exit each MRT station, to change lines, also for the sightseeing. You can follow some of these tips to save your time and energy. Make sure you stay close to a MRT station. Wear very comfortable walking shoes. Use escalators and elevators wherever possible. Rent a bicycle and follow the bicycle route map. Book your entry pass online. Get down at the closest MRT station. Use buses if available. Buy express pass whenever available to avoid standing in queue. Now is the most important part, the budget. Budget actually depends on your mode of travel and type of accommodation, etc. Most of the tourist attractions have entry fee, and your budget will depend on how many days you want to stay and how many places you want to cover. So here is my expenses for 8 days for one person in Singapore. Visa cost around 2,500, flight cost around 27,000, SIM etc. 800, hotel room per day 6,000. And for 8 days it is 48,000. That is the maximum cost in accommodation actually. I used budget hotel in Little India. If you can stay in hostel, the cost will be much less. Sightseeing cost was around 300 SGD. When I converted, it is around 18,300 INR. Food and beverage around 20,500. Transport around 5,000 INR. I used MRT mostly. So total per person excluding shopping is coming around 1,22,000. Here are some do's and don'ts for you. Apply e-visa at least 15 days prior with 45 into 35 mm photo and maintain minimum 50k bank balance to avoid visa rejection. Make sure to enable international roaming back before traveling if you are receiving your OTP via SMS. Must carry travel adapter, some cash, I would suggest around 200 SCD, then passport, visa document, SCRable card, global credit cards. Download useful apps before you travel. Trust me, it saves time. I have given the list of useful apps below. Carry enough change when you are traveling by MRT. The top-up machines usually accept cash in the denomination of 2, 5 and 10 SGD. So make sure you have enough change with you. Prefer a global credit card with zero markup fee over cash, as most credit cards give better exchange rate. Get up early in the morning to avoid crowd. Book multiple entry passes together to avail bundle discount and also to save time. If you shop over 100 SGD in Singapore, you can claim a refund on the GST at Changi Airport. Always stand on the left and walk on the right, follow the queue. Most entry passes are valid for one day only, so make sure you fully utilize it. Now the do nots. Do not buy SIM card from the airport, you will get much better rate in the city. Do not buy water from restaurant, you can buy water from 7-Eleven or Minimart. Also tap water in Singapore is safe to drink. Try not to exchange currency in airport. In the city you will get better exchange rates. Do not carry INR with you, carry only SGD or USD as you will not get good exchange rate for INR. Avoid going there during peak tourist season like Chinese New Year or Christmas, as all the places will be highly crowded. Do not break laws as you can get arrested or fined heavily. Smoking in public, spitting, littering, chewing gum, alcohol and drug consumption are prohibited in Singapore. Do not jaywalk. Cross the road only when you see legal crosswalks marked for crossing. Tipping in restaurant is not practiced as tipping culture is not part of the Singapore norm. Do not eat or drink inside MRT or MRT stations. Do not sit in reserved seats in MRT.
If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you find this video useful, please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep watching my shorts and stay tuned for more such videos. Take care. Bye bye.